Horses in Fact and Fiction, edited by Åke Runnquist. Introduction by John Hislop. In the modern world, Britain has come to be looked upon as the leader in all things equine. We founded the breed of the thoroughbred and shaped the pattern of horse riding as it's known everywhere today. With Ireland, we provide the best fox hunting available, and we pride ourselves on our high standard of horsemastership and our human treatment of horses. We have developed and encouraged all breeds of horses besides the thoroughbred, and our stock is prized by every country in the world. All this has given us a slightly egoistic and narrow-minded outlook on the subject. We are apt to forget that we are not the only nation interested in horses and skilled in their management, that the history of the horse is far older than our own, and that other writers besides ours have given the world some of its finest equine literature. Moreover, with all the advantages enjoyed by activities concerning the horse in this country, a climate which allows for their pursuit virtually the whole year round, rich in extensive pastures, a countryside that lends itself easily to riding, and so on, we are inclined to overlook the difficulties with which others have to contend in order to follow these activities. For us, there is no lone and snowbound spell for months on end every year, no poor and thinly scattered grasslands, no preponderance of forests and mountains. In consequence, we do not always appreciate fully the strength of the enthusiasm and merit of the attainments of those less fortunately placed than ourselves. This remarkable collection, which Mr. Åke Runnquist has made under the title of Horses in Fact and Fiction, does much to open our eyes to some of the wide and different aspects of the subject. Not only does it show the ready examples of equine literature from lands so far apart in thought and distance as America and Russia, but it takes him through the ages, as if mounted on some well-sent Pegasus, and offers him unusual and agreeable variations of the theme. In Wolf, the horsebreaker, with which the book opens, the reader finds himself in that far distant era when horses were as much quarry for food as the motive power for drawing some rough-hewn car or sledge, and until Wolf first formed the idea and put it into effect, had never been ridden. Reading the observations of Xenophon on horsemanship and riding, it's difficult to believe that they were written some 2,000 years ago. If you want to correct a spirited horse when he is going too fast, do not pull him suddenly. Reads like a quotation from a modern treatise on equation, and forms part of the fascinating discourse chosen for the second chapter. Iceland is a country not generally connected with a horse, yet its ponies have flourished there for 1,000 years or more, and from time to time have reached these and other countries. One used to pull the governor's cart at my mother's home in Scotland. The horse fight, taken from an Icelandic saga, depicts with primitive strength and vigor a scene as strange and barbaric as its harsh and ancient setting. A New Horse is a charmingly related episode which few, if any, English readers are likely to have come across before. It has about it a poignant simplicity contrasting well with the robust nature of the preceding chapter and a clarity of description which does credit both to the author and the translator. The connoisseur, an entertaining picture of one side of life in 19th century Russia, shows that the art of horoscoping is not peculiar to England and Ireland. In the next 3 chapters, most English-speaking readers will find themselves on familiar ground.